Tonight, the Kingswood Band will be performing the national anthem. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Knights Alumni Stadium. You'll be joining us watching this on Wolfeboro Community Television. Taking the coin toss for the Knights, we have Jacob Brown, number 77, Garrett Burke, number 8, and Ryland Bordeaux, number 52. For the Plymouth Bobcats, we have Luke Diamond, number 12, Ben Valenti, captains Eli Crane and Emmett Nossaman. Number 54, Emmett Nossaman. Number 40, Eli Crane. And number 12, the quarterback for this evening's Bobcats team, Luke Diamond. It appears the Bobcats have elected to take reception, so Knights will be kicking off. Welcome to Wolfeboro Community Television. We will be trying to bring you Knights home games and eventually away games as we support the Knights and all of Knights athletics. The Knights are headed up by first-year head coach Corey Woodsum. Corey's assisted by Coach Morin, Coach G, Coach Lowe, Coach Meserve, Coach Ball, Coach Cowan, Coach Wallen, and our illustrious athletic trainer, Alex Drea. Plymouth Bobcats are headed up by head coach Christopher Sanborn, and assistant coaches Spear, Lamb, Bones, Sullivan, Cass, Mazoff, Comio, Colby Moore, Zach McGlown, Dan McHugh, and Jake Lamb. For a professional broadcast, this is also being hosted on Bobcat Radio if you have access to Plymouth Public Access and Plymouth Radio. Knights number 3, Trey Peterson, set to kick off for the Knights as we get underway here at Alumni Stadium. Ball fielded on the 12 and brought out and tackled by number 2, Tyrese Ryder.
Kickoff is returned by the Bobcats out over the Bobcats 50.
The Bobcat offense will go to work on the
Will be spotted
Bobcat
somewhere around
17.
17. Around the 17-yard line. The Bobcats will have a 1st and 10.
Bobcats going to the air immediately. 30-yard pass reception to number 86.
The Bobcats, number 86.
Eli Ebarguen.
He's brought down at the Bobcats' 49-yard line, where they will have a 1st and 10 coming up.
So ball is spotted on the Bobcat 49. Bobcat 1st and 10. Inside handoff to number 23.
Ball is carried by Bobcats number 23.
Ben Valenti.
It out over midfield.
Valenti picks up 2 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
49-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Bobcats.
Joining us tonight, you'll hear the Knights band in the background, who played us the beautiful national anthem. Diamond back under center and hands to Valenti again for a loss of 2 on the play.
He's brought down at the Bobcats' 49-yard line.
Tackle made by number 2, Tyrese Ryder. The Pack student section is starting the Kingswood defense cheer, led by Kingswood's own booster chair, Jeremiah Burke. 3rd and 10. Diamond goes back to the pass, under pressure by Tyrese. Makes the corner and breaks a tackle. And he is brought down by Trey Peterson on the 4-yard line.
By Bobcats number 12.
Pressured out of the backfield.
He takes the ball.
Scrambled to the right side and brought down to the,
5-yard line.
looks like just inside the Kingswood 5.
The 1st and goal coming up from the 4.
So Plymouth Bobcats, who have a known explosive offense, are driving. Excellent coverage, forced Diamond out of the backfield to make the run, and unfortunately broke a few tackles to make it down to the Kingswood 4. 1st and goal for the Bobcats. Run to the left side, led by, looks like fullback number 48, Robbie Thorne. Robbie is a 6'3", 215-pound senior.
Number 48 takes it down to about the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st
And he powers his way to the 1-yard line. So 2nd and goal, Bobcats. Our video this evening is brought to you by Jared Burke. Bobcats with a double shift, and Diamond up the center, hit hard at the goal line, but he did cross the line for a Bobcat touchdown.
Into the touchdown.
Hit on the line by number 57 for the Knights, our own. I apologize, our roster is not in numerical order. nor do we have a 57 on our roster. We'll get back to you with that excellent hit from one of our Knights linemen. Plymouth set for the extra point, kicking the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. So, at the 8:21 mark in the first quarter, it is Plymouth Bobcats 7, Kingswood 0, after a long drive by the Bobcats.
Fans, coming up on October 17th, the Kingswood Arts Center will be hosting Kingswood Star. Come out to support your Kingswood community. The night will include performances by the KRHS Jazz Band, the KRHS Chorus, as well as solo performances by many talented musicians. More details can be found at the KRH website. We look forward to seeing you there.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by a number of Kingswood's football's booster sponsors. If you'd like to get involved with the boosters, please call Jeremiah Burke or the Kingswood Athletic Office, and they will direct you to our booster club. Each team at Kingswood has its own booster club, and they're responsible for a number of things, including uniforms and gear for the teams. So Plymouth set the kick off after the touchdown. Kick's being returned by the Knights. An excellent run back out to the 36-yard line by number 44.
Kickoff is taken by Knights number 44.
My nephew,
And that was Graham Burke, nephew of our illustrious cameraman, Jared Burke. So Graham Burke out to
He gets out over the Knights.
excellent run from the 14 out to the 36-yard line.
First and 10 coming up.
So the Kingswood Knights going on offense. Plymouth on defense, moving from right to left. Senior Garrett Burke under both captains. Jake Brown at center, Garrett Burke at quarterback. And flags on the play prior to the snap. And it looks like we have lined up in the neutral zone by Plymouth. So that'll move the ball to a 1st and 5.
Going to be an encroachment call against the Bobcats.
Yep. So encroachment against the Bobcats. Coach Woodson calls another play, and that will move the ball to a 1st and 5 for the Knights. Knights are in their home green.
That's going to give the Knights the 1st and 5.
Plymouth in white this evening. Plymouth going with the 4-man line and some stunting. Burke up the center. Excellent run with a 12-yard pickup and a 1st down Knights.
Ball is carried by Knights number 8.
So quarterback Garrett Burke.
Garrett Burke takes it across midfield down to the Bobcats' 47-yard line, where the Knights will have a 1st and 10 coming up.
Burke with another 1st down. This time to the right side. Burke cutting back to the center and moving the chains once again.
He takes it down to the Bobcats' 37-yard line.
Oh, very close to a 1st down. I believe they're going to call for a measurement as he is right on the sticks with a beautiful 10-yard run.
Close to the 1st down marker.
So as they measure tonight, I'd like to mention some of the people that support Kingswood football. Some of our sponsors that are featured in our new program available at the concession stand at the Kingswood Athletic Tent for food. Our Goodhue Boat Company, Pier 19 Country Store, Ski and Home Center, Cerotac. And the Knights have gotten a 1st down. So
the carry is good enough for the first down, and I saw the 1st and 10 from the Bobcats' 37-yard line.
Burke putting up 2 impressive runs, tallying up 24 yards in the first half on 2 plays. So it's 6:38 left in the first quarter. Knights are driving. Tyrese Ryder in the backfield for the Knights. Devin Perkins in motion. Handoff to Tyrese as he drives for what appears to be another beautiful run for the Knights.
By number 2, Tyrese Ryder.
Tyrese coming up at the
27-yard line.
9.5-yard line. Very close to a first down. So we have second and less than a third of a yard. Knights are moving efficiently up the center, running the ball. So we have Burke up the center, over the left tackle, brought down after 2 yards for the first down. So the Knights are moving the chains again. I would like to take this opportunity as he worked over the left guard, who is our illustrious number 57 with that hard hit on the goal line, is Brody Keys. Brody is in his junior year and playing offense and defensive line. But with that hard hit on the goal line on the Plymouth touchdown, deserves the recognition for an excellent tackle, and that time an excellent block, which Mr. Burke ran directly behind. So Knights go to the line. Burke under center. Pitch to Tyrese Ryder. And an excellent open field tackle by number 28 for the Bobcats, who is Taylor Russo,
the Bobcats' 30-yard line.
a junior running back and linebacker, for unfortunately a loss of 5. So Knights still moving from right to left. 2nd and 15. Sophomore Gary Porter is checked into the game. So a swarming tackle of Tyrese Ryder up the center. Picking up 2 hard-fought yards on that play.
Looks like he was brought down somewhere around the Bobcats' 28-yard line. Going to be 3rd.
Tyrese was following center.
15 to go.
Jake Brown up the center, and I believe also, if I got the numbers correctly, Stephen Lawrence for a hard-fought couple of yards. So the Knights have a 3rd and 13, 3rd and 12. As the first quarter winds down to 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Burke is back under center. He's going to the pass. Just slightly overthrows Serafin Agramonte
Pass is incomplete,
for an incomplete pass.
11, Serafin Agramonte.
So head coach Woodson will have a decision to make at a 4th and 12.
For the Knights.
So Burke has the play and jogs back out to his huddle. Knights are going for it. Burke sweeps to the left-hand side and is met by a swarm of Bobcats for a no gain.
Ball carried by Knights number 8.
And his helmet ripped off his hat.
Garrett Burke.
So Bobcats take over on offense.
Down to the Bobcats 25-yard line.
On the Bobcat 25.
And the Knights will turn it over on downs. Bobcats will have a 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
So a very impressive first drive for the Knights as freshman head coach Corey Woodson calls a beautiful running and passing attack, moving the ball almost 60 yards for the Knights. The Plymouth is taking over on downs. Diamond under center. Diamond handoff inside to Benvalente for a gain of 2 on the play. And a tackle by Porter. Some of our other sponsors for the Kingswood Knight football program are Sea Dog Brewing and Belmont Landscape.
Going to bring up a 2nd down and about
Blake Services, Windrifter Resort, and Duran Independent Insurance, among others. Diamond back under center. Handoff to number 24, Tristan Partridge, a senior for the Bobcats.
Ball carried by Bobcats number 24. He gets brought down somewhere around the 29-yard line of the Bobcats. Looks like they'll have a 3rd down, about 6 or 7 to go for the 1st.
So Bobcats break the huddle with a 3rd and 6. Coming out wide, we have number 86, Eli Barguin again. Diamond again going to the pass, but tucks the ball and hit short of the 1st down, so that'll bring up a 4th down. A hard hit by
number 12.
Serafin Agramonte.
He takes it out over the 30-yard line to the 32.
Followed by Ben Johnson.
4th down and 3 play coming up.
Okay. Plymouth is setting up a punt formation for their first punt of the night. And Knights defense stopping them on a gain of only 6 yards. An impressive defensive performance. We've got Agramonte back, and the punt goes well out of bounds. Should be marked up around the 39, Plymouth 39. So the ball will be spotted on the Plymouth 40. So a net punt of, I believe, 13 yards. My spotter is having dinner somewhere else, so we're going to go with the 13-yard punt. So Kingswood returns to offense with 1 minute and 14 seconds left in the first quarter after shutting down Plymouth's offense. So Kingswood going on offense with Tyrese Ryder in the backfield, Burke under center. And a flag on the play as Tyrese Ryder drives for 3 yards.
Number 2, Tyrese Ryder. Flag over by the far sideline.
No flag on the play. The referee has picked up the flag, and we will move on. So the ball will be spotted at the
There was no penalty
Bobcat
on the play.
35 and a half. So a 4.5-yard pickup on the
Ball
play.
carried by number 2 Tyrese Ryder out to the Bobcats 36-yard line, where the Knights will have a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
So we have an almost sellout crowd here for a free game at the beautiful Alumni Stadium. Kingswood driving right to left. Burke under center. Pitch to Agramonte, who breaks 3. 4 tackles to get down to the Plymouth 15-yard line.
By Knights number 11, Seraphin Agramonte.
Agramonte with a powerful run.
Down to around the Bobcats 16-yard line. Good enough for the 1st down. Knights will have the 1st and 10.
So Agramonte's knee went down at the 16. So it'll be a 1st and 10 to the Knights with the ball on the 16 driving. Coach Woodson calling a masterful ground game this evening as the clock ticks down to 30 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Pitch from Burke to Agramonte.
Pitch out goes to Knights number 11, Seraphin Agramonte.
Agramonte covers the ball after a bounce,
That's the end of our first
and he
half.
makes it back to the
our first quarter. Our
line of
score after
scrimmage.
1 quarter of play.
So at the end of the first quarter, we have
Kingswood Knights 0.
Plymouth Bobcats 7, Kingswood Knights 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to visit the concession stand tonight and support your Kingswood Knights.
For those of you that could not make it here this evening, our next home game will be as I frantically look for the schedule in my program, which you can pick up at the concession stand here at Alumni Stadium when you come enjoy a game. So our next home game will be against Manchester West, which will be the homecoming game. There will be a tailgate ahead of the game, starting in the field next to Alumni Field, where we ask families come join us and enjoy getting together with other Kingswood athletic fans and getting ready for our football game. That will be on October 18th at 7 p.m. and that is our homecoming game. So feel free to come out and support your Kingswood athletes and Kingswood football team at the homecoming game on October 18th.
To start off the 2nd quarter, the Knights having a 1st and 10 from the Bobcats 16-yard line.
So the Knights come back to the line to begin the 2nd quarter with a 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line. Burke to Tyrese Ryder up the center and touchdown Knights. Breaking a number of tackles.
Ryder into the touchdown.
Beautiful 16-yard run by Tyrese Ryder. So Knights starting the 2nd quarter by putting points on the board immediately. So Brendan McPhee to hold for Trey Peterson. And the kick is good. So we have a tie ball game.
Point by Knights number 3, Trey Peterson is good.
2 seconds into the 2nd quarter. 7-7 Knights.
Quarter. We are tied at 7. Plymouth Bobcats 7, the Kingswood Knights 7.
16-yard run by Ryder, followed up by the extra point by Peterson, held by McPhee. Student section is entirely full. Knights Stadium packed, and in the background you can hear the Knights band. For those of you interested in supporting Knights football, you can join the Kingswood Football Boosters. Meetings held monthly to help support head coach Newsom and his staff and all of the fine athletes and students for Kingswood. As you know, we support being students first and athletes second, but when they're on the field, we would like to give them all the equipment to make them not only look good, feel good, but be absolutely safe. So Trey Peterson set the kickoff with 2 seconds expired in the second half. Bobcats on their heels. Booming kick taken at the 10. And the play is whistled up. Might be leading to
a flag down on the field.
Offsides. Kingswood on the kickoff. That is where, unfortunately, playing the advantage does not help the offense like it would in soccer or rugby. Excellent run back by number, I believe, 25. Brody Rousseau. Excuse me on that. I believe number 15, Logan Marsh. Received the ball on the 10, and the whistle was blown when he made it out to the 40 on an excellent run back. Knights kicking again from their own 35. And that will unfortunately go out of bounds without being touched.
We have a flag down on the field.
And that will go out of bounds at the 25.
Kick goes out of bounds.
A nice kick by Peterson.
On the 25-yard
unfortunately
line
found the sideline. So the Knights will go on defense. The ball will be spotted, I believe, with the first penalty.
Call is illegal procedure.
The ball will be spotted or re-kicked from now. The Kingswood 30.
Against the Knights. They will re-kick from their own 30-yard line.
So re-kicking from the 30-yard line will be Peterson. Knights kicking off for the third time with no damage, but 8 seconds taken off the clock. So Peterson kicking from his own 30-yard line. The officials conferring with Kingswood head coach Corey Woodsum. And they're restarting the clock at 11:58. So the first kickoff, which was run back but whistled dead, had elapsed 8 seconds, and now they go back to 11:58. And Peterson to kick for the third time. A bouncing kick to the Bobcat 30. An excellent kick picked up by number 15, Logan Marsh of the Bobcats, with a 4-yard run back to the
He's brought down
Bobcat 31.
31-yard line, where the Bobcats will have a 1st and 10.
So the Bobcats will have a 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Kingswood on defense. Seems to be a little confusion in the Bobcat huddle. quarterback, number 12, taken down by number 11 for Kingswood, Serafin Agramonte on a beautiful open field tackle.
Taken down at the Bobcats 35-yard line.
So Diamond did pick up
a second down and 6 for the
4 yards on the play. Kingswood defense definitely surprising the Bobcats this evening with their excellent open field tackles and coverage. Kingswood fans with the defense cheer. Student section on their feet. Diamond goes to his right and hit hard by number 4, Gary Porter.
Ball is carried by Bobcats.
Gang tackle by Serafin Agramonte.
He takes the ball out over the Bobcats 40.
And Captain Ryland Bordeaux.
Bobcats will have a 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
Spirited student sections from both Kingswood and a nice showing from the Plymouth Bobcats. Students are being respectful this evening. So Bobcats break the huddle, leading to a 1st and 10 at the Bobcats 42, working from right to left. Two-yard run for the Bobcats, bringing the ball up to their 45-yard line. On the tackle was Brody Keys once again, having an outstanding evening.
Bobcats to Bobcats 45-yard line.
In on that tackle, Captain Jacob Brown. Bobcats with the 2nd and 8. Fumble and the ball recovered by Kingswood.
Down on the field.
There is a flag on the field, but the
ball hits the turf.
referee calls for the Kingswood offense. Ball was bobbled by Diamond, recovered by Kingswood's Tyrese Ryder. And we've got a 1st and 10 Knights on the Bobcat 38-yard line. Kingswood sideline is definitely spirited this evening. And Coach Woodsum with his staff are driving the ball. So there was no flag on the play. Knights ball. Burke under center. Tyrese Ryder in the backfield. Agramonte to the right. Burke on a hard 4-yard drive.
Ball is carried by Knights number 8, Garrett Burke. He takes it down to the Bobcats 35-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Knights.
Burke following his lineman. It looks to be Stephen Lawrence and Brody Keys over that left side.
Ball is carried by Knights number 2, Tyrese Ryder.
Number 2, Tyrese Ryder for no gain on the play. Bringing up a 3rd and long 6 for the Knights.
Brought down at the Bobcats 35-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Knights.
Clock ticks to 8 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Knights with 3rd and 7. Burke under center. Ryder in the backfield. Peterson split wide right. Agramonte split wide left. Perkins in motion. Agramonte around the left side. Breaks the tackle in the backfield and picks up a hard-fought 3.
Ball is carried by Knights number 11, Seraphin Agramonte. Looks like he's taken down somewhere around the Plymouth 32-yard line. And the Knights will have a 4th down, about 4 to go for the first, at the Bobcats 32.
As we wait for the next play to come into the field, some of our other sponsors that are highlighted in the Kingswood program are Collectiques, Mystique's Woo Woo Shop with crystals, dragons, fairies, and more, and Sprinkles and Smiles, all located in downtown Rochester. And the Knights call a timeout on the play. So, giving me an opportunity to discuss some of our other highlighted sponsors in the
taken by the Knights.
Newly published booster program, our Bailey's Bubble.
We have lots of great food there. And don't forget to buy your 50-50 ticket.
And printed generously by the Laker. Your guide to what's happening in New Hampshire's Lakes region since 1984. Some of our other sponsors are Double Black Diamond Divers. Well, with 6:42 left in the second quarter, the Knights have tied the game at 7-7. Plymouth on their heels from almost the get-go. One driving touchdown, and then the Knights defense has taken over the game. As we conclude the timeout, I'd like to draw attention to some of our player highlights when we go into the next timeout. So it's Knights ball with a 4th and 4. Go to the air. Oh, off the fingertips of Agramonte. A beautiful pass by Burke.
Pass is incomplete. Intended receiver, Knights number 11, Seraphin Agramonte. Knights will turn it over on downs.
So Knights turn it over on downs, but a beautiful pass, surprising Plymouth right to the end zone off the fingertips of Agramonte. So Plymouth's offense will take the field with 6 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first half. Bobcats come to the line with Diamond still under center and Ben Valente in the backfield. Pass intercepted by Peterson. Run back to the Bobcat.
Pass is intercepted by number 3, Jay Peterson.
So pressure on the quarterback causes the errant throw, picked up by Peterson.
With the Knights will have a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, Knights back on offense with 6:28 left in the first half. Bobcat defense has spent a number of plays on the field. I'm sure they were looking to get a rest, but they are back out on the field as Burke calls the play in the Knights huddle. Spirits are high at the Knights Stadium, Alumni Stadium, as Kingswood is again driving from the Bobcat 30. Burke's handoff to Agramonte stopped in the backfield. Appears to be a loss of 1.5.
Brought down at the Bobcats 32-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 12 for the Knights.
Tackle made by Aiden Bryant of the Bobcats in the backfield. A 6'3", 255 junior from Plymouth, New Hampshire. Knights to the line. Hand off to Tyrese Ryder, who breaks 3 tackles. Another tackle. He's turned their left corner, and he's in for the Knights touchdown as the Knights take the lead. As you can hear, the student section is going crazy. No flags on the play. Knights set up for the extra point. McPhee to hold, Peterson to kick. And the kick is up and good, and the Knights take a 14-7 lead with 5:23 left in the half. Knight spirits are running high as a beautiful run by Ryder finds the end zone.
Bobcats 7.
Like to take a quick second on that extra point. The long snapper was our own Drew Hunt, number 61, who's a junior. So our 2 successful extra points were snapped by Hunt, held by McPhee, and kicked by Peterson. So the Knights set the kick off from their 40. Peterson's rallying his troops. Bobcats have been on their heels since their first drive, the beginning of the first quarter. Peterson with the kick. Bouncing kick fielded at the 22. Tackle made at the 29-yard line.
Bobcats number 15. He's brought down.
Tackle made by number 30, Brody Chasen.
At the 30-yard line of the Bobcats, where the Bobcats allow the 1st and 10.
So at 5:19 left in the half. I believe we have an official timeout on the field to set the chains. Adding some confusion, the officials called for a timeout, told the teams it was a timeout, and now calling them back now that the chains are set. So with 5:19 left to play in the first half, Bobcats are on offense, 1st and 10. Kingswood leading by 7, 14-7. Kingswood Knights. So handoff to the inside. Looks like it may have, nope, no gain on the play. Tackles by Bordeaux, Keys, and Brown across the front right side of the Kingswood defensive line, having an outstanding evening.
The Bobcats brought down at the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Bobcats.
So Plymouth goes wide again with Eli Abarguin. Bobcats run the ball for
number 24.
So Tristan Partridge running the ball
35-yard line. That's
for a 5-yard pickup.
3rd down and 5 play coming up for the Bobcats.
And a Bobcat 3rd and 5. So 3rd and 5, Bobcats on a drive with 4 minutes left in the half. Inside handoff and open field tackle by Agramonte.
Ball is carried by Bobcats number 23.
As
he's going to pick up enough.
Ben Valenti has enough for the first down.
The Bobcats 40-yard line.
The ball spotted on the 40-yard line, but another beautiful open field tackle by Agramonte. Hand off to the right side, and another tackle by Agramonte.
Bobcats number 40.
So Eli Crane, a captain for the Bobcats, carried that to the right side.
45-yard line.
Crane, a senior for the Bobcats.
Down and 5 for the Bobcats.
So with 3 minutes left in the first half, Plymouth is driving, but they're only out to their 45-yard line. We have whistles on the field and a timeout, Kingswood.
We have a timeout taken on the field by the Knights.
So Coach Woodson calling a timeout, giving his defense a little bit of a breather. Bobcats have 2nd and 5 with 2 minutes 45 left in the first half as the Knights lead 14-7. For those of you watching this broadcast, if you'd like to get involved with volunteering for the Knights, there are a number of positions open. I believe after tonight, the position of announcer will be open. I'm sure our cameraman would love some assistance.
Yep.
A mixer, a 50-50 salesman, concessions. Any positions that you would like to come and support your Knights, we would love to have you. The Boosters are a volunteer organization designed to support the student athletes of our Kingswood football team. Each Kingswood team does have its own booster club, so if you have someone playing a sport, or if you'd like to get involved with Kingswood Athletics, just reach out to our athletic director and he will find a home for you, as we were always looking for additional support. So Diamond back onto the ball with 2:45 left. Open field tackle by Agramonte as 15-4.
Ball is carried by Bobcats.
Logan Marsh
15.
turns the left corner. He does have enough for the first down, but taken out initially by Agramonte, followed by Porter, followed by Peterson with nice tackles.
As he takes the ball over midfield to the Knights' 49-yard line, where the Bobcats will have a 1st and 10.
So the clock starts running at 2 minutes and 37 seconds as the Bobcats are trying to put points on the board before the half. Kingswood defensive line doing a stand-up job today. Bobcat run by fullback number 48.
Bobcats number 48.
Robbie Thorne up the center.
He takes it down.
Robbie is a 6'3" senior, weighing in at 215 pounds. And he picks up a quick 15 yards up the center, moving the ball to the Kingswood 30. Bobcats have a 1st and 10 with 2 minutes left on the clock. Bobcats looking to score since they have not scored since their first drive in the first set of the first quarter. Another tackle on the right
Ball
side
carried
by
Bobcats
Kingswood.
number 24. Takes it down to the Knights' 29-yard line, where the Bobcats will have a 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Okay. So Nolan Kamansky on that tackle, number 34. 2nd and 8 for the Bobcats. Handoff to the fullback, number 48, scrambling for a 30-yard touchdown. So Robbie Thorne,
Ball is
senior.
carried by Bobcats number 48 into the end zone for the touchdown.
Thorne on the run for a 30-yard touchdown, brings it the Bobcats to a 13 score. Kicking for the Bobcats is Luke Legacy, a senior from Plymouth. And the kick is no good, missing low left.
The extra point
So
is
with
no
1
good.
minute left in
Our
the
score
first
was
half,
1 minute and 4
it's
seconds
Knights
left in the
14,
first half. The Kingswood Knights 14.
Plymouth
the
Bobcats
Plymouth
13.
Bobcats 13.
So mentioning some of our Kingswood seniors as we get ready for the kickoff. Captains Jacob Brown, Garrett Burke, and Rylan Bordeaux. Other seniors joining them tonight are Xander Brooks, Lucas Karen, Seth Charast, Brian Johnson, Stephen Lawrence, and Tyrese Ryder. Spencer Clark, William Dixon, and Joe Green. We also have senior Emily Brown as our team manager. Bobcats kickoff taken at the 12. Graham Burke taken down at the 21. 11-yard run back by Burke.
Taken by Knights number 44, Graham Burke. Takes it out to the Knights' 23-yard line, where the Knights will have a 1st and 10.
So with 1 minute left in the half, we have Knights moving from left to right on your screen in their green colors, leading by 1 over the Plymouth Bobcats. Jacob Brown at center, Garrett Burke quarterback, Tyrese Ryder in the backfield. Handoff to Tyrese. Ankle tackle and taken down with a short gain.
Ball is carried by Knights number 2, Tyrese Ryder. Takes it to the Knights' 24-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Knights.
So, snap directly to Serafin Agramonte, fighting for 3 yards on the play.
Ball carried by Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte.
With 14 seconds left in the half. Timeout called by the Knights.
Takes it out to the Knights' 26-yard line. The Knights will have a 3rd down and about 6 to go for the first.
So as we are in a timeout, I'd like to highlight some of the junior players for the Knights. We have Serafin Agramonte, Garrett Burke, Andrew Curtis, Brody Gant, Drew Hunt, Brody Keys, Brendan McPhee, Jackson McGill, Nick Manitopoulos, Devin Perkins, Trey Peterson, and Peter Smith III, and TJ Twing. As the Knights break the huddle, leading to what may be the final play of the first half. 14 seconds left on the clock. Snap to Porter as he fights for 3 yards out to the 30.
Ball carried by Knights number 4, Gary Porter. Takes it out to the Knights' 30-yard line.
So with 8 seconds left in the half, we've got a 4th and 3, 4th and 4 to go. With the ball on the Knights' 29. So the Knights set up in a punt formation. So it appears to be McPhee to punt. A booming punt, taken on the bounce. As time runs out, we do have an injured Kingswood player,
down on the field.
So as we go to the half, it is Kingswood 14, Plymouth Bobcats 13. We do have an injured player on the field, but we will be heading towards the half. As we zoom in on the scoreboard, you can see the Kingswood Knights having a very successful first half, leading by 1. And we will come back to you for the beginning of the second half from Alumni Stadium. All right, and welcome back to the second half here at Alumni Stadium. Unfortunately, the end of the first half was marred by a Kingswood injury for Gary Dean Porter, number 4. Injured on the final play of the first half. So our best wishes go out to Dean and the Porter family as he is most likely headed to Huggins Hospital. Dean, an excellent youth player, nominated a number of times to play in the Youth Pro Bowl and a varsity player since his freshman year. Dean is a sophomore here at Kingswood, and he will definitely be missed in the second half.
I should say he did give a thumbs up when he was heading out, so
yep, they did. Sign. They did remove the shoulder pads and helmet, and he gave a nice thumbs up to a very spirited Kingswood crowd here at Alumni Stadium. So now that the referees have set the correct ends of the field for the Bobcats and the Knights, we will get underway with the Bobcats kicking off to start the second half, where it is Kingswood Knights 14, Plymouth Bobcats 13. And here we go with the kick in the second half and out of the back of the end zone. A beautiful kick by, I believe, number 15 of the Bobcats. It was Logan Marsh. So Knights will start 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
I think one of the keys for Kingswood is to keep moving the ball I mean, what they're good at is getting first downs every other play. They just keep moving the ball, and not a home run hitter team. But I think this for the second half is just keep moving the ball and winning the turnover battle.
I agree. Joining us for the second half is Jared Burke, uncle of the starting quarterback, Garrett Burke, who hands off to Tyrese Ryder.
Ball is carried by Knights number 2, Tyrese Ryder. He gets to the 21-yard line with a Knights 11 second down and 9 coming up.
So as the Knights take the line, that run by Tyrese picked up 1 yard, so it is 2nd and 9. Pitch out to Agramonte, who picks up a solid 4 on the play. So joining me for the second half, as I mentioned, is Jared Burke, Kingswood football player in the 90s. And uncle of our starting quarterback and kick returner, Graham Burke. So number 44, Graham Burke, and our starting quarterback, number 8, Garrett Burke.
We had some good players back in the 90s and good teams, like now.
Well, as Coach Woodson is working hard to bring back the winning spirit of Kingswood, I will say we are putting up an excellent fight against Plymouth this evening. And as you mentioned at the half, the game plan of clock management and running the ball up the center, as we once again get a hard-fought run by Garrett Burke, picking up the first down.
By Knights number 8.
And brings it out to the 35. So we'll have a 1st and 10 for the Knights at the 35.
He takes it out to the Knights 35-yard line with a nice level of first down.
They're able to move the ball a little bit on that first couple series, or the first series, with a lot of QB running and starting out the second half that way.
All right, Knights come over the ball. Ryder in the backfield, Burke under center. Burke drops the pass. Pass to Peterson, pass to Agramonte.
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete.
The intended receiver, Knights number 11,
brings up
Agramonte.
2nd and 10.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Knights from their own 35-yard line.
They had the play earlier where there was a incomplete pass, but there was a little better coverage on that one than the first one of the series in the first half.
All right, Burke carries in the play, bringing up 2nd and 10. Knights up by 1 with 9:34 in the 3rd. Peterson and Perkins split to the left. Pitch to Agramonte, fumbled, but recovered by Kingswood. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2.
It's recovered by Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte. Back at the Knights 32-yard line.
So bringing up a 3rd and 13.
Bring up a 3rd and 13 for the Knights.
Knights offense had been driving in the first half, giving Plymouth a little bit of a different look. Burke back to pass. Pass coming up incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Bringing up a 4th and 13.
Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte.
A little too short.
Going to bring up a 4th down for the Knights.
So Burke under pressure with the pass coming up just a hair short. So Knights will send on their punting squad. Long snapper on the field is Drew Hunt. Set back to punt is number 12, I believe. A long punt, bouncing and rolling out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
It's a good angled punt. Get him so that there's no return on the play.
Yeah, definitely no chance of return. Excellent punt and quite a long punt, being marked at the
punt is not returned.
So at the Bobcat 29 3/4. So marked at the 30.
With a 1st and 10.
So the punt buzz, Brendan McPhee, junior for Kingswood. Kingswood's on defense. Tackled in the backfield is number 28.
Ball is carried by Bobcats, number 28.
Taylor Russo, a 190-pound junior. So Russo tackled in the backfield for no gain.
Brought down at the 30-yard line, where the Bobcats will have a 2nd and 10 coming up.
I believe the tackle was made by Captain Ryland Bordeaux. So the Bobcats come to the line. And the pass is incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. The intended receiver, Bobcats number 83. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Bobcats.
So Liam Shannon on the pass, as the pass is thrown incomplete.
Dodged one on that one. That was pretty close.
Shannon with a little separation from Agramonte. Unfortunately, could not handle the pass. So the Kingswood student section leading the cheer of Let's Go Kingswood. Brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Bobcats. Some confusion in the backfield as they come to the line.
Third and 10.
Oh, 3rd and 10. Logan Marsh around the right side picks up the 1st and a few more to bring the ball into the 50.
We have a flag down on the field as the ball is carried by Bobcats number 15.
They're holding the yard marker, so the penalty will most likely be against Plymouth.
Back just over the line of scrimmage at the 34-yard line.
We've got holding on Plymouth.
We have a holding call going against the Bobcats.
Negating the run by Marsh and bringing the Bobcats back.
Going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. That's going to bring the ball back to the Bobcats' 24-yard line, where the Bobcats will have a 3rd down and 16 to go for the 1st.
So that brings up a 3rd and 16, bringing the ball back to the 24-yard line of Plymouth. So Bobcats come to the ball. Pass is up and incomplete. So number 16.
Pass is incomplete.
Calvin Sanborn has started the 2nd half as the quarterback.
Intended receiver, Bobcats number 86. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 16 for the Bobcats from their own 24-yard line.
This kicker has a pretty good leg on him, so hopefully I can get a good return on this.
So ball is short, taking a Plymouth bounce, making it all the way to the 36-yard line of Kingswood with no return.
It's down at the Knights' 36-yard line where the Knights will have a 1st and 10.
So Kingswood will take over 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line, 36-yard line, and have a 1st and 10 with 7:31 left in the 3rd quarter, leading by 1. Kingswood 14, Plymouth Bobcats 13. So handoff to Tyrese Ryder, picks up a hard-fought 3 yards.
Number 2, Tyrese Ryder. He's going to get forward progress to about the 39-yard line. Where the Knights will have a second down and 7 coming up.
So running at quarterback for that last set for the Bobcats was sophomore Calvin Sanborn. We have located quarterback number 12, Luke Diamond. He is on the sideline without a helmet on. So our best wishes go out if he is injured. Not quite sure why he was out of the game, but Captain Senior Luke Diamond has taken his helmet off and been replaced at quarterback for the Bobcats by number 16, Calvin Sanborn.
On the 45-yard line, it's going to bring up a 3rd down and
so third and 2 for the Kingswood Knights. Burke under center. Kingswood again driving. Burke fighting hard. Looks like he has the 1st down. As the quarterback drives directly over Jacob Brown, the captains working together to pick up what appears to be the Kingswood 1st down. Referee's calling it a 1st down. So they will move the chains even under the protest of the Plymouth
8,
coaching staff.
He picks up the 1st down. They'll move the chains.
Yeah, they didn't seem
as
to
the Knights will have a 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line.
So the Plymouth coaching staff all over the side judge on the far opposite sideline that they did not like the spot and the 1st down for the Kingswood Knights. So far, a very high-powered, emotional game. We're 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Kingswood driving. Burke up the center for a pickup of 1. Tackled by number 54 of the Bobcats.
Ball carried by Knights number 8, Garrett Burke.
Tackle made by Emmett Nossaman, senior captain.
The Knights' 47-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Knights.
So 2nd down and 9, Knights driving, eating up a lot of clock, staying with their game plan. Coach Woodsum calling a skillful game.
I think he does like to keep the ball, keep it close. For most of the games, they've been pretty close, except for the 1st one throughout the whole game. A lot of 1 score, up by 1 score, down by 1 score games.
Ball again taken by Burke for another hard-fought 1.5 yards.
Ball is carried by
following Tyrese Ryder
Garrett
through
Burke.
Left tackle slot.
Takes it out to the Knights' 49-yard line, where the Knights will have a 3rd down and 7 coming up.
I think a lot of the schools have seen film on Tyrese and how well he runs the ball.
I would definitely agree with that assessment. Tyrese, first year here at Kingswood, coming in and making a definite difference in the backfield, running the ball, cutting nicely. Very skilled player and a nice addition to Kingswood's backfield.
Quickly to the line.
We have a flag down on the field.
So we do have a flag on the field. Delay of game, Kingswood.
Go against the Knights.
We'll bring it back to 3rd and 12. So Knights back under on offense. 3rd and 12. And Ryder stopped in the backfield for a loss of 2, bringing up a 4th and what appears to be...
Brought down at the Knights' 44-yard line. It's going to bring up
no gain with forward progress, and 4th and 12. So McPhee back for the punt, who's been having an excellent evening, putting the Bobcats back on their heels. And unfortunately, punches that one out of bounds. It appears right about the 46-yard line of Plymouth. So the Bobcats take over on offense as we have 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Knights leading by 1. Knights 14, Bobcats 13. Plymouth trying desperately to get their limited crowd
at the
on their feet.
47-yard line
as they take over on offense on the 47-yard line with a 1st and 10. So the Bobcats come up on the ball. And an inside handoff to number 34 by Jackson Rainier, senior Jackson Rainier on a cutback from quarterback Calvin Sanborn. A pickup of 27 yards on the play. Nicely executed counter by the Bobcats as they're looking to start something in the second half with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the 3rd.
And starting with good field position, almost at the 50. It puts your defense in a tough spot.
So inside handoff. And a touchdown Bobcats.
Ball is carried by Bobcats.
So 23, Ben Valente on the carry. Scampers for a Bobcat touchdown. So the Bobcats take the lead for the first time of the game with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Coming on to kick the extra point for the Bobcats is sophomore quarterback Calvin Sanborn. Oh, excuse me, he's holding. Kicking the field goal will be Luke Legacy. Legacy splits the uprights for score now. Plymouth 20, Kingswood Knights 14.
Our score with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Plymouth Bobcats 20 and the Kingswood Knights 14.
So starting off with good field position.
Don't forget to visit the concession stand for great snacks and beverages.
2 well-executed plays, 2 runs, leading to the Bobcat touchdown. Bobcats take the lead for the first time with 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in the 3rd period.
Let's see if Kingswood can respond. I mean, this is getting in almost to the 4th quarter. good return might be a really good part of this next series.
I do agree, Jared. The Bobcats set to kick off. Legacy to kick. Legacy with another booming kick. Landing in the end zone, rolling out of the back of the end zone for no return. So it'll be Knights 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line as Legacy puts his second kickoff of the second half out of the back of the end zone.
On the kickoff, touchback will bring the ball to the Knights 20-yard line where they will have a 1st and 10.
You don't see that often.
I was going to say, Jared, with a foot like that, I want to look around and see if any of our friends from UNH or St. Anselm's or any of our New Hampshire football programs are here scouting. Legacy with two very nice boots. So it's Knights ball on the 20, 1st and 10.
On the Wildcat. Following the block. Yeah. Good run following the blockers.
Agramonte following Brody Keys.
Ball is carried by Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte.
Picks up a hard run of 7 yards.
Carries it out over the Knights 25 to about the 27.
So a little breakdown there on the Knights. We have a loss of what appears to be 3.
Ball carried again by Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte.
Agramonte is hitting the backfield.
Brought down at the Knights 26-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 play for the Knights.
Looks like we're going with another Wildcat.
So a 3rd and 4 for the Knights. Agramonte trying to break it around the right-hand side. Fights hard. Carrying players for the first down.
By Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte. Picks up enough for the first down as he's out over the Knights 30-yard line.
Initial hit behind the line of scrimmage, but carrying them for the first down.
The Knights will have a
initial hit made by Captain Eli Crane, number 40 of the Bobcats, but Agramonte carrying him through the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Knights 33. Staying with the Wildcat, Agramonte following the blocks. Another hard-fought run by Agramonte for 4 yards.
Taken by Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte.
It's good, get a little change of pace.
Takes it out over the 35-yard line to about the 37-yard line of the Knights. And they will have a 2nd down.
So with under a minute to play in the 3rd, it is Plymouth Bobcats 20, Kingswood Knights 14. Burke rejoining us under center as the Wildcat has shuffled up the defense, and Plymouth not making heads or tails of it. So Burke back under center, Tyrese back in the backfield, fighting hard for 43 yards.
Ball is carried by Knights number 2, Tyrese Ryder. He's brought down around the 40-yard line, where the Knights will have a 3rd down and 3 coming up.
So Ryder running off tackle, picking up 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. As we come to the end of the 3rd quarter here at Alumni Stadium with our Kingswood Knights 14, Plymouth Bobcats 20.
That's the end of our 3rd quarter of play. Our score after 3 quarters, the Plymouth Bobcats 20, the Kingswood Knights 14. Folks, next week, the Knights will be away at Pembroke Academy, October 5th, an afternoon game at 2:30 p.m.
So the Knights looking strong as we enter the 4th quarter, but trailing by 6 as they have the ball on their own 40-yard line driving. Plymouth captain and quarterback number 12 seems to have left the game. But Plymouth finally getting on the board with their sophomore quarterback, Calvin Sanborn. So Agramonte with the Wildcat again. The long run out to the Bobcat 41. To bring up a 1st and 10 Knights as they
carried by Knights number
surprised
11.
Plymouth.
Serafin Agramonte takes it over midfield down to the Bobcat 41-yard line, where the Knights will have a 1st and 10 coming up.
Knights quick to the line. Plymouth on their heels, scrambling to make heads or tails of what they're running. Once again, they're in the Wildcat. Flag on the play.
We have a flag down on the field.
Looks like we may have
a false start against
on the Knights.
That'll be a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up a 1st and 15.
And you have a lot of change
Ball
of
will be
pace
spotted at the Bobcats 46-yard line.
Sometimes you get a lot of false starts with no huddle offense type of things.
So Coach Woodson letting the side judge know his displeasure with the call. We are back to the Wildcat. Ryan Bourdreau, lead block, surfing around the outside. Surfing Agramonte with the run. Taking down, shoestring tackle at the 12.
Number 11, Serafin Agramonte.
Agramonte behind the block of Rylan Bordeaux on the right side. Bordeaux shaking up on the play, but
looks like he's going to be
joining his
ball is going to be spotted at the 13,
team,
where the Knights will have a 1st and 10 coming up.
Agramonte moving from the 46 to the 13 with an excellent lead block by captain Rylan Bordeaux. So Knights to the line again with a accelerated offense. Plymouth definitely on their heels, not knowing what to make of the plays. Once again, Agramonte finds a little bit of a gap, breaks it back left, and swarmed by 3 Plymouth players.
Ball is carried by Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte.
Senior number 77 and center, Tyler Medeiros.
Looks like
he's a 6'4", 300-pound. I believe he's listed as the tackle. That might be defensive tackle, because I believe he is also the center. Assisting in that tackle were Alex Fleury of Plymouth as well, as it took 3 to bring Agramonte down.
Plymouth is bringing on a few subs, getting a few new players in.
So Burke back under center. Hand off to Tyrese as he is ankle tackled in the backfield.
Number 2, Tyrese Ryder.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 9 from the 13.
Brought down at the 12-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and 9 for the Knights.
Looks like they're going to call a timeout.
So Woodson setting up for a timeout as Kingswood would like to take a little bit of a breath. Woodson using all of the clock that he can before he calls the timeout. Showing some time management and prowess at the new head coach of the Kingswood Knights.
We have a timeout taken by the Knights.
Head coach Corey Woodson using as much time as possible to give his offense a breather as they've been driving hard for the better part of the 4th quarter as the Knights trail by 6 with 9:29 left in the 4th. So our next game for the Kingswood Knights, if I can find our schedule in our program, is at Pembroke Academy on October 5th at 2:30. It is an away game at Pembroke Academy. We have a game on October 11th away at Merrimack Valley at 6:30 in the evening. Then we come home for our homecoming game, which will include a tailgating for Kingswood families behind Alumni Stadium as Kingswood takes on Manchester West on October 18th at 7 p.m. On the 25th, we'll take on at home St. Thomas Aquinas for our senior night, which is also Crockpot Palooza. So the Knights back under the Wildcat. Agramonte to the right side. Unfortunately stopped in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Ball is carried by Knights number 11, Serafin Agramonte.
So Captain Eli Crane on the tackle in the backfield.
On the 13-yard line of the Bobcats, where the Knights will have a 4th down and 10 coming up.
Like they're trying a field goal.
So the Knights send on Peterson to try for the field goal. So ball head held by McPhee. Kick by Peterson. Is a line drive slightly outside to the right. Excuse me, to the left.
Field
Peterson's
goal
left.
attempt is no good. Our score with 8 minutes and 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The Plymouth Bobcats 20, the Kingswood Knights 14.
So with 8:35 left in the 4th quarter, Plymouth Bobcats 20, Kingswood Knights 14, as Plymouth takes over on the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Plymouth from the 20. So the difference in this game has been 3 long plays, a pass, and 2 exceptional runs by Plymouth. So Kingswood hoping to shut down the big play and eat up the rest of the clock and put 6 more points on the board. So Tyrese Ryder making the tackle in the background. Backfield by Logan Marsh trying to come around on the right side.
At the Bobcats 15.
So a loss of 5.
Bring up a 2nd down and 15 for the Bobcats.
As Marsh tries to make it around the right side and tackled in the backfield by Tyrese Ryder, who's having an excellent game this evening.
I think they've been working on a lot of one-on-one tackling those last few weeks. They've had a few plays that went long with a few missed tackles that had them in the backfield.
So on the play,
ball is carried
Tristan
by
Partridge.
Bobcats number 34.
Oop. Carried by number 34, Jackson Rainier, senior.
29-yard
breaking
line.
2 tackles, finally taken down at the 29-yard line. So making it a 3rd and 1 for the Bobcats. Injured player on the field.
We have a player down on the field.
Number 61, Drew Hunt, long snapper. And I believe defensive tackle. Oh, linebacker.
Have a big round of applause.
So Hunt being helped to the sideline by trainer Alex Drea.
For Knights number 61, Drew Hunt.
So with 7:19 left in the 4th quarter, Plymouth 20, Kingswood 14. 3rd and 1 for the Bobcats.
I'll hold him here. 3rd and 1.
They go to fullback number 48, battling for the 1st down and a pickup of 6
Bobcats
yards.
Number 48 picks up the 1st down as he's brought down at the Bobcat 36-yard line.
They do love to go to that fullback on the short gains, and he's number 48, Robbie Thorne, senior, 6'3", 215 pounds, running back from Plymouth. He has performed well for them this evening.
And the clock is continuing to move, so with a set of first new downs, you just start thinking about time. Ball's out.
So the ball is out. Picked up by Kingswood. Kingswood on the run back, but they are calling the runner down. An unfortunate opportunity for Kingswood, unfortunate situation. as a open field tackle led to the fumble, but the referees are saying the runner had made contact with the ground, and therefore Plymouth maintains possession of the ball with 6:17 left in the
46-yard line.
Left in the game.
Where the Bobcats will have a 1st and 10.
I think that ball was out before he went down.
Yeah, I would agree, but
he looked like he was stripped.
We are semi-biased up here in the Kingswood booth. Inside handoff to Thorne once again, scrambling for a long pickup down to the Kingswood 10 and out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Number 48.
That quick counter to Thorne, picking up a large gain. Unfortunately, being high school football, there was no review on the potential turnover and strip of that ball, but our booth had that ball out early, but we are extremely biased.
Yes, extremely.
So,
but this is, yeah.
When you have an uncle and a former coach announcing, you're bound to be biased. So once again, Bobcats driving, fighting hard for their yards, following Robbie Thorne in so battling to the, looks like the Kingswood 1 was Ben Valente, number 23. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1.
1 yard
Clock
line.
ticking down to 5:24 in the 4th quarter.
2nd down and goal.
Bobcats taking their time as they now feel the clock is in their favor as they're up by 6 and looking to score. So taking as much time as they can. The clock ticks down to 5 minutes.
Got to make a defensive stand with this right here somehow. Probably doing a power formation.
We have a timeout taken by Plymouth.
We have a timeout
at 4:49 left in the game. And the Bobcats driving, 2nd and goal from the 1 3/4 yard line, 1.5 yard line. So Coach Woodson rallying his troops on the sideline for Kingswood. Coach Moran talking to the line, firing them up, talking about their goal line. Defense, as Kingswood has kept Plymouth in check. I heard a story earlier about the amount of points Plymouth has put on the board this year, and I don't know about you, Jared, but except for 3 plays, 2 large runs, and a long pass, Kingswood has defended the ball nicely and kept themselves in this game.
They have.
A very, very impressive performance.
They've definitely won the turnover battle with, should have been 3, but two, which led to 1 score, which, I mean, that's a big part of the game right there.
Yep. We've got sophomore Sanborn back under center first, and a quarterback sneak, and a touchdown for Plymouth.
Ball carried by Bobcats, number 16, into the touchdown.
So Sanborn, who replaced Diamond at quarterback for the 2nd half, punches it in with a quarterback sneak from the 1 yard line to bring the score to Plymouth 26, Kingswood 14. So as Jared was saying, if you look at the turnovers, the time of possession, the clock usage, Kingswood has played an outstanding game, a very well-coached game, well-executed game. Even though this may go in the books as a loss, I think Coach Woodson and the team should be very proud of their performance against Plymouth this evening.
We still have a little bit left.
Yeah, we're not giving in.
we're not.
Plymouth lining up to go for 2 on the extra point. They can read the score and they realize they need to pick up as many points as possible. Plymouth does do this double shift, which, again, barely setting for second.
There we go.
Plymouth with a run to the right and a gang tackle, and does not make the extra point. So our score with 4:46 left in the game is 26 Plymouth to Kingswood Knights 14.
46 seconds left in the fourth. The Plymouth Bobcats 26, the Kingswood Knights 14.
So looking at the schedule upcoming, I mentioned a few away games, and then we have a couple of home games to start wrapping up the season. Kingswood on October 5th will be at Pembroke Academy. October 11th at 6:30 in the evening at Merrimack Valley, just a short ride north of Concord. Then Kingswood Knights hosts for homecoming Manchester West on October 18th, a 7 p.m. under the lights game here at Alumni Stadium. October 25th, a home game against St. Thomas Aquinas, making a short drive up Route 16 for senior night and the Booster Club's Crockapalooza. Crockapalooza starts at 6 p.m. It will include tailgating. Luke Legacy back to kick off again, senior 6'1" kicker.
I think he looks a little bit more than 6'1".
Another long kick to the 1 yard line. Fielded by number 21. The booth makes a very serious request for a numerical roster next game. So 21, Ben Johnson fielding that at the 1, fighting his way back out to the 9 yard line. So it'll be Knights first and 10 from the
8 yard line, where the Knights will have a
9 yard line. With 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in the game. Plymouth Bobcats 26, Kingswood Knights 14. So Kingswood wraps up the season with a November 1 game under the lights in Conway against their longtime rival Kennett. So the Pizza Bowl will continue as Kingswood moves back up a division to end the season November 1st with rival from right up the road, Kennett High School. So Burke back under center, flag on the play whistle dead.
The flag down on the field.
The flag from very deep in the defensive backfield. Looks like delay of game, Knights.
The Knights will be assessed half the distance to the goal line.
So they bring the ball back to the 5 yard line, which brings up first and 15 from the 5 with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to play. So ball handed off to Ryder, who takes it up the right side to fight for a couple out of the end zone as he gets to the 7 yard line.
Ball carried by Knights number 2, Tyrese Ryder. Takes it out to about the 7 yard line.
Got to make it manageable on this next play. Get us so it's third and short. So third and a couple yards.
With 4 minutes left in the game, Kingswood fighting from their own end. Ball around to Agramonte. He tries to turn the corner and swarmed and out of bounds by the Bobcats.
Ball carried by Knights.
Took 4 to take him out of bounds as they bring him back to the 5 yard line. So it will remain.
Brought down at the 5 yard line. So the Knights are going to have a third down and 14.
So that brings us to 3rd and 14 with 3:48 left in the game. Knights fighting hard to get out of their end zone, their own end. Bobcats seem to be locked in on their defense. So play blown dead as Coach Woodson calls a timeout with prior to the snap. So Woodson, not liking what he sees, calls a timeout, and he's trying to get that first down to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, you want to make sure everyone's on the same page, that they're running everything right, making sure. And looks like he's also trying to fire them up. Because this is a key point right here. I mean, it's almost 2-down territory, but you're deep in your own end zone.
So I did notice on that last play, Peterson has come to the sideline, is meeting with athletic trainer. Peterson's been a force in this game, so that may have led to a little bit of the confusion as he has been replaced. And the Knights come back on the field. Burke will go under, Captain Garrett Burke will go under center of Captain Jacob Brown. Handoff, I believe, to Agramonte, picks up 3 to bring it to 4th and I believe 10. If they move the... No, his knee was down in the backfield, so it is still 4th and 12.
Ball carried out to the 7-yard line of the Knights. Going to bring up a 4th and long for the Knights.
So 4th and 12, but the original long snapper is injured, so Captain Jacob Brown moves over to long snapper to snap to McPhee. McPhee in the end zone with a nice kick and a nice bounce and out of bounds at the Knights 39.
Punt goes out of bounds.
So the Bobcats take over with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock, leading by
the 40-yard line with the Bobcats will have a 1st and 10.
Bobcats leading 26 to Knights 14 from under the lights here at Alumni Stadium. So once again, I would like to make a pitch for anyone watching this on Wolfeboro Community Access TV that you give us a call, join the Booster Club, join the Knights, join the Kingswood Athletic Groups. Each team has their own Booster Club, and we are here to support the student athletes of Kingswood. Our group supports Kingswood football, but there are groups for every athletic and scholastic group. So once again, they run to the right-hand side. This time handing it to Tristan Partridge, number 24. Partridge drives out for a quick 8 yards to bring it 2nd and 2. As the clock ticks down to 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 2 for the Bobcats.
Every chance you have, they have to go after the ball. Punch it out, knock it out, strip, anything.
Plymouth has brought everyone in tight. Still doing that double shift. And running off tackle, flag in the background.
We have a flag
backfield.
In the backfield.
Holding on
Gonna
Plymouth.
go against the Bobcats.
So a 1st down run on the play, but that will be brought back due to the holding call, which appears to be 10 yards from the spot, bringing the ball out to the Knights 41, but taking some time off the clock.
The Bobcats. That'll take the ball back to the Knights 41-yard line, where the Bobcats will have a 2nd down and 11.
So 2nd and 11, and the clock starts running. Bobcats taking their time as the clock ticks to 1:50. So second down and 11, handoff to the inside, tackled in the backfield by Jacob Brown. So bringing down number 23, Ben Valente, a junior for the Bobcats.
42-yard line. That's going to bring up a third down and 12 for the Bobcats.
Brown playing both offense and defense for the Knights. He's the starting varsity center and senior captain, and he is also a force to be reckoned with on the defensive line. Tonight's defensive line of Jacob Brown, Stephen Lawrence, Ryland Bordeaux, and Joe Green. So Plymouth with 50 seconds left in the game calling a timeout as it is 3rd and 12. So the Bobcats calling a timeout with 50 seconds left in the game. Leading 26-14. So, handoff to the inside, tackled in the backfield. Knights swarming as they've done all night long with excellent tackling. Unfortunately, the clock ticking down to now 38 seconds.
Bobcats carry the ball to the Knight 42. It's going to bring up a 4th and 12 for the Bobcats.
So with the clock ticking down, Plymouth coming into Kingswood and securing the win. 18 seconds left. Bringing up a 4th and 12. They do have to snap the ball.
That's the end of our contest.
And that is the end of the game.
Final score.
A sack in the backfield by, once again, Kingswood line.
The Kingswood Knights
Defensive
12.
line doing a stand-up job this
Ladies and
evening.
gentlemen, please remember this is a carry-in.
So the final score,
Please check the bleachers around you.
Plymouth Bobcats 26, Kingswood Knights 14. Kingswood should be not upset at all by the excellent performance of their defense.
We thank you very much for supporting Knights
well-coached
football.
game by Coach Woodson and his staff.
Please drive home safely. Make sure to buckle up. This is your voice of the Knights signing off.
Leading in the turnovers, leading in the time of possession. I can't say enough about how the Knights look.
Yeah, they had some opportunities and, I mean, didn't capitalize. I mean, it was a pretty good, close game to put against one of the best teams in Division II, if not the state, and to keep it close like that I mean, they were down by 1 touchdown with a few minutes left, so it was a tough battle, but maybe they can clean up mistakes and learn and continue on for next week and play well against and get another W on the win column for the remainder of the year.
I thoroughly agree. This Bobcat team came in after putting a lot of points on the board, and we're trailing in this game for the majority of the game. So the Knights should be not upset at all by the performance they put out tonight. Coach Woodson called an excellent game. Time of possession was definitely on the Kingswood side, and but unfortunately the Bobcats come out with the win. and unfortunately a few injuries on the evening. We wish our best to any player and all players that got injured this evening, as there's definitely some bumps and bruises in this very hard-hitting game here at Kingswood. So we're signing off, and thank you for watching this game on Wolfeboro Public Access, and thank you for all of our sponsors, booster clubs, but most especially the student athletes that played their hearts out this evening on both sides, Kingswood and Plymouth, meeting here at Alumni Field. So once again, on behalf of the Kingswood Boosters, thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and please volunteer to support our student athletes here at Kingswood Football. Once again, have a great evening, and thank you for watching.